Hi, it's Maria. Happy Monday and welcome to the Dressing Gown Diaries. Now, today I want to talk to you about something that's going on for me right at the moment, as always, because I always feel that, when we're sort of attracted to something or something catches our eye, it's usually because there's a resonance and we're on a similar vibe, etc. So I know myself when I want to watch a video or I'm guided to something, it's because there's a message in there, there's learning in there for me. So what's going on today is, I'm going to tell you first of all just a few insights, and then I'll explain why. I was remembering a story earlier on today, actually, something I saw happening where, 4 or 5 years ago, I went on a group holiday with my daughter to Turkey, and it was really fabulous. But it was one of those holidays where, the tour guide had you in the bus at 5 o'clock in the morning, and there was like really long 3-4 hour distances between coffee breaks and stuff. So, there was a whole gang of Irish people, and we were all piled on the bus together. In fact, we were piled in several buses because there was a lot of us at the beginning, all going to the same places and meeting up every day and staying in the same hotels in the evening time. But we were moving through the country. And the very first evening when we arrived, there was one poor guy, and he was absolutely distraught because he'd brought his laptop with him, and but he'd forgotten to bring his charger, and so he couldn't access his emails. And every single day, when we would get to some little town for lunch, he'd be working out how we could get to a computer store to get the lead that he needed. Now, as far as I can remember, it was an Apple Mac that he had, so it was difficult enough for him to get the lead. And we were never in a big city for long enough or close to that part of the city where he'd be able to get what he needed. And so we were away for 2 weeks, and for the first, I'd say 5 or 6 days, his whole mission every single day, regardless of all the beautiful buildings and all the amazing cultural places we were visiting, his whole mission every day, and his wife's mission, was to try and get this cable. And by the second week, he actually got to the stage where, gave up and decided he was better off not looking at his emails in the first place. And so that story is really coming to mind because actually, I'm saying happy Monday, but it's Wednesday. So I'm about to take a few days off, but I was actually going to bring my computer with me, all my kit for making this video so I could do it authentically on Monday, which is the way I always do. I always do it on Monday morning before it's sent out. And so, while we are good at scheduling different things in our life, is there a way sometimes that we can pre-schedule things just sometimes to give ourselves, to carve out a bit more space for ourselves? And the other thing that was coming in really strongly when I was meditating earlier is that I know Wayne Dyer, in his meditation, Getting in the Gap, what he would say is it's the space, it's the silence in the middle is where you get in touch with God. So I suppose, that's a really good reason to take a break and to carve out some space for yourself so that you can get in touch with God and get in touch with your real self. So that's the first thing. It's like basically, how can you carve out some time, extra time for yourself if that's what you need? And also just to be aware of, like, when you take a break, you need to take a break because otherwise you're fooling yourself. It's not going to have the same benefits. And we all know that, and I know it, but there I was still had coaching calls booked and all the rest, and I've literally just moved everything out of the way, and it feels wonderful. So that's the first thing. The second thing is then back to our Learning from Lockdown series. And this is question 3. So if you've missed the first 2 questions, the link will be below for you. But question 3 in our Learning for Lockdown reflection series is, how did I adapt? So now finally, and as I duck down out of the way, finally let's just pick a card to support us for the week ahead. And in fact, by the time this goes out, I'll be almost on my way back home again. So wherever you are, I hope you have a fabulous week. And yes, so here's our question to reflect on as well this week. What is blocking my success? And it's okay for me to change my mind, which is you know, it's great when you get to that space where you actually allow yourself to do that. Because I know we're often very good at allowing other people to change their minds, but we mightn't give ourselves that same compassion. Yes. So look, that's it for me for the week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and do have a little think about how you can carve out a bit of time for yourself. So I look forward to seeing you in another video again soon. Take care. Bye.